I gotta say, Grandpa's got it going on. What's up, everybody? It is Lawrence again, and today we have the fresh and old New Balance 990 V5. So if you guys are not familiar with the 990, it is a very, very orthotic shoe. It is for people that are, let's just say a little, it's predominantly for the older market. At least for the last several years, it has actually become I wouldn't say symbolic fashion icon, but it's become more on the fashionable side of shoes due to the dad shoe trend, and I honestly don't think you can get more dad shoe than this. This specific colorway actually doesn't look as dad shoe-y, so I really like the color blocking on it, but for the most part, this shoe is known for its comfort, and I took it even a step further and put this bad boy in there. You guys ready? A Spenco orthotic insole. How cool is that? All joking aside, the reason I got these pairs of shoes is because I really do have a bad foot, and I was going on a trip to Italy, and you can see me here rocking these at Lake Como in Milan, or close to Milan, and I really wanted a shoe that could really sustain itself, both durability-wise, but also from a comfort level perspective. That was honestly just good for my feet. But let's get into the review. The upper is made from really two main materials. There is mesh paneling throughout the shoe. This is done in kind of the three different colors over here, which are a really, really dark gray and or black. What's kind of cool is there are 3M hits, so the very front where you see that kind of like leathery material is 3M, so when the light does get shown on it, you can't really see it here for whatever reason, but it definitely does shine, which I thought was really cool. I didn't know about that about the shoe. Then you move towards the midfoot area, and you have a gray suede that goes into the lacing as well as the mid panel. You also have a 3MN for the New Balance, and that has a embossed or debossed kind of lettering to it as well. Then you have another 3M hit along the side over here, which is that kind of that paneling over here. That's kind of like this kind of paneling right there, a hard piece of plastic, and it's kind of structured. I'm not really sure what it's for. It might just be for design, but it feels like it structures the shoe a little bit. Then you have a suede heel cup done in a lighter gray suede, and then you have the 990 V5 embossed into there. You can barely see it, but you can see the 990 over there as well. And then finally, it took me a while to figure this out just because I'm not the smartest person in the world apparently. On the back over here, you have a V. I could not figure out what the V was. I thought it was a collaboration of some sort, but obviously it stands for 5. It's a V5, and so I think it's interesting to have that in the back here. You have a small little heel clip that says NB in the very back, and the sole, moving over to the sole, you have something that's called end cap. End cap has been kind of their cushioning material for a long time. It's relatively stable, hard, and you really can't squish too much into it. I'm not sure what the front material is, but it's definitely dual density. It's a little bit lighter and a little softer towards the forefoot, which I think is a good thing, but it's much more stable during the heel area. And then looking at the bottom of the shoe, you can see that it's pretty worn in after many, many miles of walking. You have the outsole, which is done in a white. It's done in an endurance with an N. It's on an E for New Balance, and for the most part, it's a very, very rigid shoe. You can see that you can't really twist it too much in the middle. One of the things you want to look for if you want to look for a really great walking shoe that has great arch support is the fact that it does not bend in the middle, and so my inability to do that, despite how freaking strong I am, is a really good thing for the shoe itself. The only other thing I wanted to note is these shoes are made in the United States. Which means that about 70% of the materials, according to New Balance, are somehow made in the States, and I think they're constructed here as well. It says made in USA, yeah, so they're all constructed here. And in the very front of the shoe, you can see on the tongue the New Balance made in USA symbol. And that's it for the look of the shoe. What are my thoughts on it? I actually gave a lot of thoughts on it already, so sorry for the spoiler alert, but I think from an aesthetics perspective, you're not going to wow anybody by wearing them, but they fit with any outfit, so it won't kill you in any way, shape, or form. You know that girl that is, maybe this is a little taboo to say, but you know that girl that like was kind of just cute or just a little bit attractive, and then she like has all the interest that you have and anything else that you do is best in the world? That's what these feel like. She just gets more attractive over time, and so do these shoes, and you just stop really kind of caring about what they look like, and even then, like, it just becomes more beautiful, and that beauty lasts from both your heart to the comfort and into the aesthetics as well. And so I have nothing but great things to say about the shoe, specifically for traveling, which is what I do a lot of. I really enjoyed these shoes. I think they're gonna last. The build quality is absolutely phenomenal. In terms of weight, it's a pretty heavy shoe considering it's a runner and walker, but you know what? I think that adds to the stability, so I'm okay with it. And the only other thing that I would add about kind of the comfort level of the shoe is the fact that it's not quite breathable, so it's not the worst, but the mesh helps it breathe a little bit, but it's nothing that's game-changing. It's a really thick mesh, and so when you put your foot in, you're pretty much gonna, if it's a hot climate, it's probably not the best for that as well. But overall, I would say that this shoe has outperformed all of my expectations in every single way. And you know, if you're a person that wants a, I wouldn't say cool, but a more trend-forward shoe with all the comfort, and you have bad feet, this is definitely not a bad shoe at all. I would definitely go for it. In all honesty, I think moving forward, I will always have a 990 in my rotation. I like these a lot more better than the 997S and the 997s that I have. So I'm really glad I got them. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you are interested in any further reviews, obviously hit the subscribe button. If you want to see all my videos, hit the bell button. And until next time, this is the 990 V5. Peace.